Hello everyone, this is Angel Terry here with some more Dragon Age Origins. When we last left off, we started to walk around Ostagar. We picked up Alistair, and we talked to Dabrith and Sir Jory. For now though, we're going to continue to wander around Ostagar before we talk to Duncan. So let's head over here to all these guys. Let's see, the Ash Warriors, I think...
You there, Elf. What's your name?
It's Pick, sir.
Go tell Turnlow Game that the war party's ready to begin scouting. We'll send word if we find anything amiss.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Right here, Ash Warriors.
You're the dwarf who walks with the Grey Wardens. A respectable decision.
You know much about us dwarves?
Some, like all Ash Warriors. Our training originates from the dwarves. Is there something you wanted? We have no time for idle chatter.
Okay, well, you don't look like the other soldiers in the army.
We aren't. We're Ash Warriors, as you should well know.
Oh. You trained with the Dwarven Berserker Warriors?
Our discipline was passed down to us from the time of Luthias the Dwarf Son. He trained with the Berserkers of your kind, long ago.
Oh, interesting. You're weird, honey. Okay, so you are the same as Berserkers in Orzammar?
Perhaps. I've never been, so I cannot say for certain, but I'm told our traditions are the same. We harness the rage inside us, nurture it, and draw it out so we cannot fall in battle until our last foe is slain.
Whoa,
It is a dwarven discipline, but we've adapted it to let us fight alongside our hounds. That is our way. I trust my hound with my life, as he trusts me with his.
Is a dog that good in combat? I mean, because, you know, I don't know, I'm a dwarf.
A trained Mabari hound is as dangerous as any sword. We do not speak of a city pet or those things that sit in an old woman's lap.
Okay, why have you painted your dogs?
They use scent to distinguish us from our enemies, but the blood of battle can confuse them. So we paint ourselves with caddis, which overpowers the blood, and also paint our hounds so they know we are the same.
Okay, that is interesting. So, wait, what if the enemy is painted with caddis as well?
Why? Would you steal our caddis and give it to the Darkspawn hordes?
Absolutely not, that's stupid.
Good. I hear death is unpleasant.
You're so cute. So what are you preparing for?
To scout the wilds and watch the progression of the Darkspawn horde. With luck, we'll find and slaughter many stragglers. The hunt will be good if my hound survives the blood of his prey. If he dies, I shall mourn tonight.
Survives the blood? What do you mean?
Darkspawn blood is poisonous, but not always fatal. Those who survive grow immune to its effects. The wardens say that tainted blood drives even the survivors mad eventually. But not today. Today, we hunt and we kill.
Okay, I don't know about you do, but your voice is making me want to fall asleep. Alright, well, it'd be stupid to comment, why don't you leave the dogs behind, because he says they fight together. I should be going.
My thanks. There is hunting to be done, and I'll not be kept from it.
Okay, so that's interesting. I don't know why I didn't get the thing for you. Oh, look at that one. He's all like painted in red. Now, if I'm right... because here's the kennels.
This isn't good. I'd hate to waste such a promising member of the breed. Are you the new warden? I could use some help.
Okay, well, I don't know anything about dogs.
It's not what you know so much as what you are, really. This is a Mabari, smart breed and strong. His owner died in the last battle, and the poor hound swallowed Darkspawn blood. I have medicine that might help, but I need him muzzled first.
Okay. Well, maybe you can help him, Alistair. I mean, I don't know anything about dogs.
Nope, dogs and I don't get along. You do it if you're so eager. Just leave me out of it.
Okay. Well, why do you think I could muzzle him?
You're a Grey Warden, or soon will be. All Wardens are immune to the Darkspawn taint. The most you have to worry about is some tooth marks.
Fine, I'll give it a shot. Give me the muzzle.
And let him smell you. We'll know right away if he'll respond. Let's hope this works. I'd really hate to have to put him down.
Okay, so apparently the doggy here has a lot of darkspawn blood in him or something. The dog looks up at you respectfully, backing down from his aggressive stance. You can see intelligence in his eyes, as well as a great deal of pain. This animal is very ill. Alright, so let's put the muzzle on the dog. Yes, you can kill the dog. The Mabaria growls weakly, but does not challenge you.
Well done.
You put the muzzle on
Now
him.
I can treat the dog properly, poor fella. Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon?
Well, I might be. Why?
There's a particular herb I could use to improve the dog's chances. It's a flower that grows in the swamps here, if I remember. If you happen across it, I could use it. It's very distinctive, all white with a blood-red centre.
Okay, well, where in the wilds would I find this flower? I mean, I don't know anything about flowers. I'm a dwarf.
It usually grows in dead wood that collects at the edge of ground pools. Should be plenty this time of year.
Alright, well, I'll see if I can find one. You know, might as well.
Good. In the meantime, I'll begin treating our poor friend.
Okay, so we got a new quest for the Mabari Hound. I don't know why I didn't get the thing for the Ash Warrior unless I didn't ask everything, which I'm not too worried about, really.
Maker above, hear the prayers of your sons and daughters. We who betrayed your prophet Andraste now beg your forgiveness. Do not abandon us in our darkest hour. Watch over the valiant King Kaelin and guide him as he faces this terrible evil. Watch over Terran Logain and give him the wisdom to bring us victory against the Scourge of Shadow. Watch over Ferelden, the homeland of Holy Andraste. Keep her people safe from the Darkspawn. Let us bow our heads and offer prayers to the Maker, that he might find us worthy.
Okay, I'm have fun with that. Alright, so there's Duncan. Okay, let's see if we can talk to Terran Logain. So we've got to talk to the guard first.
You approach the tent of Terran Logain. State your business.
Tell me about Terran Logain.
How can you not know of Logain? He helped free Ferelden. He was the brains behind King Marik's armies and drove out those damned Orlesians. King Marik rewarded him by making him a Terran. Can you imagine? A commoner became a high nobleman just like that. Without Logain, you can bet the king wouldn't be winning against these Darkspawn.
Well, is the Terran inside? What is he doing?
He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activity.
Surely you can tell me a little about him.
I suppose, as long as we talk quietly. He and the king have been arguing for days. The Terran's known the king since he was swaddled, so they don't stand on ceremony. The Terran speaks his mind, and the king yells right back. Personally, I think the king should do what Terran Logain tells him. Without the Terran, we wouldn't be doing as well here as we are.
Oh, fair enough. Honestly, the audience with Terran Logain is not that interesting, and my girl will be like, yeah, I don't care. Yeah, so I should go.
Very well.
She's more interested with the machinations of, like the dwarves and all. She's more interested in gossip.
Look carefully, man. This wretched thing is a Darkspawn.
Oh, let's look.
They're strong and cunning and smart, but don't listen to those old wives' tales. They can be killed. Stick them with your sword enough, and they go down. Their blood is black as sin and poisonous. Don't even touch it. You get tainted with that blood, and you may as well slit your throat. We've lost many dogs already. Had to muzzle them to keep them from biting. It's a long and painful way to die.
Ugh. That sucks. Okay. Oh, another dagger. What's interesting is you come back occasionally and he has different darkspawn here that you can learn about. I use learn about a little bit loosely because they just kind of tell what they know.
This is supposed to be the battle that sends these Darkspawn back underground. You believe that?
I don't know what to believe. We've won every battle, but there's more of them each time.
Makes you wonder if them Grey Wardens are right.
I don't want to think about that.
Sounds like the perfect time to get drunk, if you ask me.
Woo! Get drunk! Let's get drunk. Let's get crunk. Whatever. Alright, we got some sacks over here. Right, we got a bow. Got another bow.
Blessed are they who stand before the corrupt and the wicked, and do not falter.
Keep a praying. Even my dwarf knows that, because we don't do no praying.
Hello? I'm sorry, is there something you needed?
Well, what do you mean?
I deliver messages around the camp. You have a message for me?
Nah, I just wanted to talk.
You want to talk to me? I'm not in trouble, am I?
Not that I know of.
Oh, that's a relief. I'm one of the king's servants, which means I run messages around and make deliveries all day long. If you fall behind, you get the switch from the quartermaster. Oh, I wish I were back at the palace. There are far more places to hide. I better go. If the quartermaster sees me chatting, he'll think I'm being lazy, and that'll be my hide. It was nice talking to someone.
Oh, I don't think I ever talked to you before. Huh. I mean, my girl knows a servant when she sees one.
The last scouting party made
And she knows, though, that servants can... What the heck?
We're getting reports of things we've never even heard of. Our short friend here, for instance, is something called a genlog. They're pretty common in the Horde, but we've seen others much larger. We don't know where these new Darkspawn are coming from, or what they can do. All I can say is to use caution. There aren't any we've seen that won't die once they bleed enough.
Fair enough. Did you have another something?
So there's supposed to be more of these Grey Wardens coming, I hear.
Petron said they were Orlesians, coming with a whole army of them fancy Orlesian knights.
If my pa wasn't already in his grave, that'd put him there.
You think they'll leave once this is done? If we ask them nice?
If they don't, then we keep on fighting, I guess.
I'd rather fight them painted fops than these Darkspawn. That howling of theirs gives me nightmares, it does.
See, what's interesting is I think it was only about 10 or 20 years ago that they kicked the
All this
Orlesians out.
nonsense talk stopped immediately. What are you, a bunch of knackered fishwives spreading gossip until you brown your small clothes out of terror? We've seen nothing to suggest that the Darkspawn drag our people underground to eat them. And I want this talk about Darkspawn enslaving survivors to stop immediately. Keep your minds focused on the battle. You fight for Ferelden and for your king. Remember that.
That's funny. Can I talk to you?
Well, don't touch the carcass.
No.
We'll be burning it so it doesn't infect anything.
Guess not. But yeah, I think the battle with Ferelden wasn't that long ago, like 10 or 20 years.
Greetings. King Colin is not in his tent right now.
Oh. Well, tell me about the king. You must see him a lot.
I suppose I do, though he's spending most of his time with the Grey Wardens. He rides with them wherever they go, in fact.
Weird.
Terri Loghain sees the king whenever he can and argues with him over coming battles, but the king just waves him off. The king wants to end the Blight with a single huge battle the bards will sing off for centuries. Do you think that's possible?
Well, honestly, I have my doubts.
That's how the Terran feels. He'll do what the king wants in the end, though. The king thought it was funny that Terran called him reckless, and they fought about the queen.
The queen? What?
She's the Terran's daughter. He
Oh.
wasn't happy about something she did or the king did, I'm not sure. I probably shouldn't discuss it.
Okay, well, I'll go.
As you wish.
Huh. Okay. One moment, everyone. Woo, sorry about that. Had a cough. Okay, so that's pretty much the entire encampment.
Soldiers of Ferelden, my sisters and gentlefolk, we stand here on the eve of battle.
Oh, quiet
Let us
lady.
consider the evil before us.
Okay.
In their pride, the mages of the ancient Tevinter Imperium sought to open a portal into the heavenly Golden City itself. They tainted it with their sin, and they were cast back into our world as Darkspawn.
Bummer. They are man's sins made flesh, an evil that spreads like an illness across our land. To face them, we must first face the evil within ourselves.
Let us bow our heads and beg the Maker's forgiveness. Let us not be proud, so we may take courage against the darkness.
But I won't say my line before me, which is odd. But whatever. Okay, so they do that and then they go. Where are you going, lady? Okay, bye. Alright, well. Alright, so here's Davith and Sir Jory. Let's talk to Duncan.
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
Fair enough.
You're right, Duncan. I apologize.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Kokari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit.
Well, sure, you've acquired some blood before now. I mean, what the hell do we gotta get it for?
Of course. You must work together to collect the components, however. It's as much a part of the joining as what comes after.
Okay. Well, what's the second task? Because apparently you want us to do something else.
There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
Okay, yeah, well, what kind of scrolls are these?
Old treaties, if you're curious. Promises of support made to the Grey Wardens long ago. They were once considered only formalities. With so many having forgotten their commitments to us, I suspect it may be a good idea to have something to remind them with.
Oh, okay. How will we find this archive? I mean, because if you say it's in the wild somewhere, do you have a hint?
It will be an overgrown ruin by now, but the sealed chest should remain intact. Alistair will guide you to the area you need to search.
Okay, well, what if they're no longer there? I mean, who says somebody didn't steal them?
It's possible the scrolls may have been destroyed or even stolen, though the seal's magic should have protected them. Only a Grey Warden can break such a seal.
Okay.
I don't understand. Why leave such things in a ruin if they're so valuable?
It was assumed that we would someday return. A great many things were assumed that have not held true.
That's why you don't assume, because it makes an ass out of you and me. Okay, well, is this part of our joining too?
No, but the effort must be made. I have every confidence you are up to the task.
Okay, well, we find the archive and 3 vials of blood. Understood.
Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
Now, if we didn't talk to Sir Jory and Davith before we went back to Duncan, Duncan would ask Alistair to go grab both of them before you continue. So it's just best to just find them and talk to them. Okay, so essentially we have Davith here's a rogue. And Sir Jory is a 2-handed weapon user. Okay. Alright, now, let's see. In honesty, I don't want to give the other 2 anything because they don't last very long. Spoiler alert. So, I just worry about myself and Alistair. So what does, let's see, Davith has the usual dirty fighting, he has stealth. Okay, he has dual weapon training. The character has become more proficient fighting with 2 weapons and now deals closer to normal damage bonus with the offhand weapon. And he also has dual weapon finesse. The character is extremely skilled at wielding a weapon in each hand, getting bonuses to attack and defense. And then he has pinning shot. I might as well leave you. Honestly, you know what? Where's your, you know what? You're not using a bow. You're gonna use 2 weapons. Let's see, what's the better one? Now that lowers your dexterity, which is stupid. 440, 400. Alright, I'm gonna give you that. Because that's good. Now you start with poison making and 2 things of combat training. Can I make any poison? No, I cannot. So let us not worry about that. Alright. Essentially, you have herbalism, trap making, and poison making. And if you click on something, I would need a toxin extract, which I think you can get off of spiders. And then you buy a flask. And then there's death fruit, which is used with death fruit. You can pick them up in the off the ground, or you can buy them. So we got crafting. The herbalism, poison making, and trap making skills allow you to mix potions, concoct poisons, or assemble traps. Left clicking on the icon for the first rank of any of these skills will open a crafting window that displays your current recipes and ingredients. You can buy new recipes and ingredients in stores or find them by exploring the lands. Yeah, you get like basic ones, and yes, you can buy, like if you go to some shops, they'll have like trap recipes, poison recipes, etc. Now you're pretty much exactly what you are. So you got powerful, and he's got pretty much everything in two-handed. He has pummel strike. Instead of going for the fatal attack an enemy expects, the player strikes out with a weapon's blunt end, knocking the opponent to the ground unless it passes a physical resistance check. Then we have indomitable. Pardon me. Through sheer force of will, the character remains in control of the battlefield, gaining a slight increase to attack damage while being immune to stun or knockdown effects for the duration of this mode. Okay. Then Sunder Arms. The character attempts to hinder a target's ability to fight back rather than going directly for a killing blow. Unless the target passes a physical resistance check, it suffers a penalty to attack for a short time. And then we have Mighty Blow. The character puts extra weight and effort behind a single strike, gaining a bonus to attack. If it kills, the blow with critical... Wait a minute. If it hits... Oh yeah, it goes. If it hits, the blow deals critical damage and imposes a penalty to movement speed unless the target passes a physical resistance check. Now his skills are 3 in combat training. Okay. And he uses two-handed swords. Nothing special. But before we go, let's make sure we give... Whoops, no, don't use. How do you stop that from using it? Damn it. Okay, well, after that, we're going to be visiting the, Dang it. We're going to be visiting the, Quartermaster. Mail time, yay! Before we go. Alright. Get that in. Whatever. You don't need it on your hotbar. Anywho. Alright, so first, before we do anything, let's go to the Quartermaster. Because I'm a dum-dum and I used up the poultice. I don't know how you can stop using something if you hit it by accident. If anybody knows that, let me know. Alright.
Have you seen an elf running about? Young woman, red hair, carrying a suit of chain.
Can't say I have, no.
Blast it. Where did she go? That suit better be patched up when she gets back, or by the maker up. No, pardon my manners. My troubles are no concern of yours, I'm sure. I'm the quartermaster. Did you come for supplies?
Yeah, sure. Let me see what you have.
Well, let me know what you'd like.
Now, he also has, quote-unquote, 2 sets of supplies. You have these regular ones, and then he has something that's more under-the-table type of dealio. So, you know, you could buy that if you want. This is where you can get your first backpack, which increases your inventory capacity by 10. Always good to pick that up. Alright. Let's do this little things here. Okay, actually, you need to get a better bow. Is this one better? Yeah. Let's give you a better bow. Sorry, this is gonna be...
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps?
Yes.
Well, let me know what you'd like.
But yeah, so he sells, like, you have, this one of course shows everything, non-plot items, then you got all the weapons here, and then armor, he normally sells the basic, like, leather and type of splint mail stuff. Doesn't really have any accessories. This is under other, but he has some health poultices. The lesser injury kits are used mainly when you go down in a battle. Unless everybody dies, you'll get up at the end of the battle. If everyone dies, then it's game over. But like, say if I'm going along and Alistair goes down, but I win the battle, when he gets up, he'll have a random injury. So you use a lesser injury kit to get a little bit of health and cure a single injury on you. The Mabari Crunch is used on the puppy. It stores a small amount of the Mabari Hound's health and stamina over time and cures it of a single injury. Lesser Lyrium is for mages. I don't have any mages, so nobody cares. Crafting. As you can see here, you got some like small grease trap plans, acid flask recipes. So here's just some recipes you can pick up. But then they have things like distillation agent, corruptor agent. These are items used in crafting stuff. You have lifestone, track trigger, blah 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 blah. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, guys, I'm going to pause the video here and do the stuff I'm going to do with their crafting, not crafting, with the inventory and selling, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so I got everybody set up inventory wise, and I got everybody set up through their tactics. So essentially, I don't worry about my girl because I play her all the time. Alistair is set up as defensive, and what I'm going to do is, if he's being attacked by a ranged attack, I'm going to have him use shield cover. If that's all the time, I may constantly have him put that on. I'm going to have him go after the nearest visible mage if there's one, if not, the nearest visible warrior. Davith is going to be sticking with dual wielding. He's on defensive. He's going to be always attacking the target of Alistair, but if he's being attacked by a melee attack, I'm going to have him use dirty fighting. Jory, he can be a little bit of a pain in the butt because before I'd always like him to, because he's got 2 weapons, to have him be a little more aggressive, but since this is normal, I'm not going to do that, so I have him on defensive as well. He's going to always be attacking the target of Alistair, but I'm hoping if there's a nearest visible warrior, he's going to use Sunder Arms, and if anybody is attacking Davith, he'll use Pummel Strike against him, so let's keep our fingers crossed. So let's see. Where do I need to go? Alright, I need to go this way. Hey.
Hail.
Hail.
I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
Okay. And here we are. These are the Kokari Wilds. And a chipmunk. Okay, let me just turn a page here for where I need to go so I don't get lost. Is this it? No, that's that. Oh, I love when this book is all messed up. That's not it. That's definitely not it. There it is. Okay, so when we get back, we will begin to explore the wilds, and we'll see how my tactics are working in the combat, because I don't rightfully know. So, this is Angel Terry. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye.